Welcome to Hong Kong Island. No, I'm serious. Now, obviously, this isn't TDU Solar Crown, and Sleeping Dogs has a map that is 10 times smaller than real world, but it's the closest you can get to driving the streets of Hong Kong right now. And honestly, look at this atmosphere with the pedestrians and everything. This is insane. But before you click off this video, let's go find some locations from TDUSC and drive the streets of Hong Kong early. So yeah, the map might not be one-to-one and everything might not be in the exact same places as it is in real life, but look at this. The digital billboards, the overhead signs, the pedestrians, all of this is making the city feel so alive. And here we are at the first location that I kind of wanted to show off. I think we might actually need to get out. Let's start with where Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown story started. If you don't already know what that building is, that is the International Finance Center. The first ever hint at TD Solar Crown's location. Honestly, props to everyone who knew it was Hong Kong from the start. Okay, it'll be fine. It's a basically hatchback WRX. Okay, so this is Victoria Park, and it's not quite the location it's supposed to be at. As you can see, no solo hotel. I'm really interested to see what KT does with Victoria Park. God, I love all the overhead passes. Just any change in elevation in a game is great. Because, I don't know, it just has that weird sensation, like, you feel like you're actually packed in. Now, this is the okay, this is the convention center, yeah. I was not quite expecting to find the underground car park here as well, but this is the convention center from the two TDUSC trailers. And unfortunately, this game doesn't have the Golden Bohemia Square. If you watch my Hong Kong Island video, you know that the Symphony of Lights' music is actually played there. So that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing. Look at the International Finance Center there. Because like all your focus is on the ground level here. You're not really looking up all that much. This is a location that I actually wanted to talk about. This isn't quite the central pier in the alpha screenshot, but this is the Hong Kong-Macau ferry pier. Now, I'm not talking about it in hopes of a map expansion. What I'm more interested in is the multi-story car park located next door. You see, there actually aren't that many multi-story car parks that I could find in Hong Kong Island. A lot of the car parks are underground, sure, but above ground, there's only like 3 or so that I could find easily. And that one could have a pretty nice ocean view. Oh, there are the trams, albeit a little scuffed, but yeah, we actually got the famous double-decker trams that looks a little empty, I'm not gonna lie. So the streets have holed up in an industrial building in Wan Chai, and this game doesn't really have a Wan Chai, but you can sort of see the vibe that you'll get from like this sort of area in Central. But yeah, they've holed up in an industrial building and sort of transformed it into this nightclub-esque HQ, which honestly does look pretty sick. And now this is Soho, which is supposed to be like a really lively area. Granted, like, you know, the pedestrians aren't exactly partying, but the roads definitely got a lot narrower. Oh my goodness, yeah, and there are quite a lot of overhead signs. I will say that much. I'm just gonna squeeze past here. Thank you very much. Yeah, what? Sorry. Wait, oh my god. The pedestrians really are making this place feel so much more alive. Look at this. Nah, there's no way that Solar Crown releases without pedestrians. Look at this. There's actually a few buildings recreated in this game, such as the HSBC building and the Bank of China building, but they are sort of inspired by rather than fully recreated. KT, on the other hand, I expect full recreations, basically, because Janu, in one of the latest interviews, said that KT have basically stacks of building rights, so hopefully we'll see the buildings recreated a lot more closely. Here's the thing, as I've been driving through there, you haven't actually noticed the skyscrapers. Like, you're looking at everything on ground level rather than up at these beautiful skyscrapers. However, we are climbing Victoria Peak now, and you can kind of start to see some of the buildings, and that Bank of China building is sticking out like a sore thumb. Granted, the LED lights aren't quite on, but oh no, the lights do seem to be on. I guess we're just a bit too far away. Not bad, not bad, but this is definitely the wrong elevation. Victoria Peak goes much taller in real life compared to what we just saw there. Oh yeah, and that was casually the Peak Tram station as well, which was also nice to see recreated in this game. So now let's go down to Kenedy Town, where I believe the Sharps HQ is based. The information we have on the Sharps' HQ is that it's in the Western District. There is no actual district called the Western District on Hong Kong Island. So Kenedy Town is basically the closest thing we can get as far as I know. So here we are. Oh, interesting, interesting. So immediately met by some rather nice apartment buildings, but like it's not out of this world, sort of modern, clean, whatever. Like looking at the ground level, yeah, it's nice and it's actually cleaner, I think, than Central, but you still got like these overhanging signs. It still feels like Hong Kong, you know what I mean? The shops have basically the top floor of one of these buildings, and honestly, if you don't already know, I am on Team Street, but from the concept art, and given it is concept art, the Sharps' HQ kind of looks a hell of a lot better in my opinion. So yeah, take that as you will. Oh wait, I think there's one more thing here in Kenedy Town. This is pretty much the only other thing here in Kenedy Town, although I believe the cemetery is based off the one in Aberdeen. But I mean, it says a thing or two about the shops, right? Pretty dead clan, am I right? I know it's raining, so it looks better, but oh my god, for 2014, 2012, this is really not bad at all. Yeah, the change in elevation is so nice to have. Like, look at this, look at these underpasses. I feel like I'm enclosed in an urban environment, and I feel like I have loads of ways to go. It feels like I can get lost, and this game is tiny. This is 10 times smaller than actual TDU Solar Crown and Real World. How is it offering such an amazing experience? I mean, look at this motorway. Like, granted the road widths are a bit wider than real life, but they're no Horizon 5 at least. And here we are at Aberdeen. Oh wow, okay, yeah, the atmosphere, it's like it changes with each urban area, but you still feel like you're in Hong Kong, but it's just like these subtle differences. So there is actually something here in Aberdeen that I wanted to show you guys, and something I really hope is in Solar Crown. And it's this, the Floating Jumbo Kingdom restaurant. This honestly is a huge tourist attraction, or should I say was, because earlier this year it was decommissioned and there was an issue while decommissioning it and it sank to the bottom of the harbour. So I don't know if that's actually been taken out or if it's just forever now part of Hong Kong. It'll be a great location for cutscenes if we can't access it normally. And even though the map size is tiny, we do actually have Chau in game, or I believe it's called Aberdeen Island in this game. I don't actually know if it's called Aberdeen Island in real life. I'm gonna have to get an actual Hong Konger to tell me. There is Chau. It's literally just one ring road in this game because it's so tiny. But I guess this is another opportunity to promote my Hong Kong Island video, because this is where the Hong Kong School of Motoring is based, and that little facility looks like it would be perfect for license tests. So as we head over to the last location, I guess it's a great opportunity to showcase that the game does in fact have bikes that you can use. Something that Katie has expertise with, but I'm not expecting at Solar Crown's launch. Let's be real here. They've got a huge task, and like looking at this like 10 times smaller map and how well it's been done with the atmosphere and everything, KT really do have a lot on their hands. Like, how long's this video been? And like we've barely done the loop of the island. And this is without Tai Tam, Shek O, Repulse Bay. All of those parts on the map have just been edited out. Like, look at this. So North Point is actually where you start the game, and it's supposed to be like sort of, would saying the poorer area be a bit mean? But yeah, you do definitely feel like it. Like you've got all these overhead signs, maybe not as much like, you know, fancy digital billboard. Well, I mean, you know you're in Hong Kong when you can see a shit ton of air conditioning units. Because there's nothing super interesting or solar crown related that we know of in this location, let's just drive through the alleyways, because this, I think, will be quite a really fun part of TDUSC. Look at all these cables hanging down. Look at how narrow these alleyways go. Like, this game is quite lenient when it comes to like road widths and stuff. There's like rubbish on the roads, things to avoid. You've got these lanterns, you've got AC cables, you got steps and whatnot. Like, oh my god, imagine like racing your hatchbacks through here. Like, genuinely, this looks like it'll be a lot of fun in Silicon. It keeps going. I was expecting the alleyway to stop very suddenly, but I guess not. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm streaming this game right now as this video releases. So yeah, if you want to say hi, come drop by. If not, hope you enjoyed this video and have a nice rest of the week. Bye!